What's up everyone, John from ARTV. It's summer and it's time to start a new series. It's the best of insert month here. I figured summer was the perfect time to try out something new, and you guys are always asking me about stuff like this. I used to have a series called Discovery Zone on Beyond ARTV where I kind of talked about my favorite music of the week or favorite music of the month. What better way to do that than to bring it to the main channel, incorporate not only song recommendations, but my favorite albums, the ones that really stuck with me throughout the entire month. So here's how it's gonna go. Each month I'm gonna select 10 songs to talk about. Not in detail, but briefly I'll highlight each one, why each one kicks ass, and why you should check it out. Like I said, not only will I be talking about songs, but I'll be highlighting a few spectacular albums that really caught my attention throughout the month, and this month of June we had some really solid releases, some stuff that I want to get into. So let's go ahead and kick it off with my favorite songs of the month first. Pressure Off is the first single from Duran Duran's upcoming album due for release September 11th in the UK, September 18th in the US, and it is absolutely infectious. Disco dipped, a hell of a lot of fun. Throw Nile Rodgers on the guitar and Janae Monell on the vocals and the backing vocals. She has her own verse near the end of this track, and you've got a summer anthem. This track is going to be playing all summer long in not only my car, but probably everywhere I go.
So let's love hard, live fast, die fun.
This one shifts gears a little bit, but what we lose in good times, we make up for in really solid lyrical content. Kacey Musgraves is a very talented artist, and I've found that Die Fun is one of the songs that is really jumping out to me more and more with each repeated listen. The guitar tone is very somber here, and it focuses more on Musgraves' really solid vocals, and I like that. The lyrical content here says, hey, we're not promised tomorrow, so why not live while we still can? Make the best of it. If you saw my review, you know I wasn't that impressed with the new Breaking Benjamin record Dark Before Dawn. However, Ashes of Eden is a huge exception. Really shows the vulnerability in Ben Burnley's voice, and that's what I like to see, the raw power that music can bring. Branching out from what they normally do, trying some new musical influences and styles, and like I mentioned, if they continue in this direction, I am really interested to see what the next album is gonna hold. You know I loved Wolf Alice's album My Love Is Cool, scooping up one of only 2 perfect scores that have been handed out this year so far. Giant Peach just has these fuzzy guitars, grunge dipped sound that I am absolutely ecstatic and head over heels for. It's got a gradual build about it and an awesome payoff scream, chaotic vocals in there from Ellie Rossell. Everything about this track is just yes. Florence On The Machine returned with What Kind of Man a few months ago, but that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm highlighting the track from How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful. It's titled Delilah, and it's one of the songs that I feel like got overlooked by a few people. It's one of those that just makes you want to move along with the music and has a very potent lyrical message with it as well, so I highly recommend it.
I can't stand to hear you say it hurts when it only gets much worse.
It's gonna be some good times. Man, we used to pull up and let them fight at that hood time. Remember I used to grab on that when it was about that wood time.
XX member Jamie XX put out an album that's really stuck with me, although it's not one of the ones that I am going to focus on at the end of this video. It is one of the songs that I want to talk about. Jamie XX, I Know There's Gonna Be Good Times, featuring Young Thug. I know, you wouldn't think that I'd be highlighting and praising that, but it's one of those tracks that's just super catchy. It's one of those ones that has this melody that never leaves your head and you don't really want it to. Muse reeled it in with a big rock album this month, and of course the single Reapers is one that I really fell in love with. The squealing guitar tones on this one, everything about it is just what I love about Muse packaged into one 6-minute song that has so many influences and so many different changes in pace and style. I can't get enough of it. Finally, let's wrap up the song part of this video with Dreams by Beck. He's back with another album already. It's on the way, at least. He's been recording it since 2011, I want to say. Dreams is one of these singles that is just all over the place with his styles. He's getting a little bit more weird and out there again, but at the same time, it has these modern alternative influences. Everything from like Foster the People to Group Love, something like that. It's rooted in that sound, but at the same time, it still has that Beck personality about it. It's full of these really cool and floating vibes from the guitar, the bass, everything about this track. Even though it's 5 minutes long, you're having a lot of fun, and don't fuck with his dreams. Moving on to the album portion of this video, I wanted to touch on a few albums real quick, kind of give you a brief synopsis of why you should be spinning these records. The first of those being My Love Is Cool by UK rock group Wolf Alice. This album just keeps getting better and better for me with each listen. I got a vinyl copy of it that I cannot stop spinning. It's one of those albums that's from start to finish, it has something to dig into on every single track. Freezy is one that's really been sticking out to me that I would highly recommend, and of course Moaning Lisa Smile. You're not going to find that on the UK or Australian version for some reason, but it's been blowing up in the US, so I highly recommend you check it out. Florence On The Machine's record landed at the beginning of this month, and it's something that has really found some staying power, and I was kind of surprised. There were a few tracks that I would find myself skipping over, but I have come back to it all month long. I highly recommend that you guys go check that out. Maybe check out my review, see my favorite and least favorite tracks to see maybe where you should get a good starting point, but I'll highly recommend tracks like Mother and of course the one that I just highlighted a minute ago in the video. Kacey Musgraves put out a kick-ass country record in the form of Pageant Material, and then again I cannot dismiss 4 Year Strong's self-titled effort. Very much a pop punk album, melodic, hardcore leaning almost, that you really want to get into just because it is a blast of energy. It's like a ball of fire lit up underneath it, coming out on almost every single track. Ones that I would personally highly recommend: Here's to Swimming with Bow-Legged Women, and I'm a Big Bright Shining Star. There's also some music you won't want to miss from Nate Ruis, the former frontman of Fun, who are now on hiatus. Some tracks really didn't hit home with me, but some of the tracks did. The ones that stuck really hit you hard. It Only Gets Much Worse is a very somber song that is just really gripping and enthralling. And then on the other side of things, you've got tracks like Harsh Life, which might have found a home on Some Nights by Fun, and I'm totally okay with that. These were all my personal picks for June of 2015. Let me know some of your favorite things about this month. Of course, I put together a Spotify playlist if you were interested. It is linked in the description down below with my favorite songs from this month. Maybe in the future I'll even throw in some favorites from some of my favorite albums of the month. Let me know what you think of the series in the comment section down below, what you'd like to see more of on the channel. I'll plan on seeing you guys right here very soon. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video to let me know that you enjoyed it, and maybe subscribe to the channel, because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon right here on ARTV.